About 74,000 years ago, a supervolcano in modern-day Indonesia called Toba blew its top. The eruption launched roughly 2,800 cubic kilometers of rock and toxic ash directly into the atmosphere. This timeline tracks global temperatures over the last 100,000 years. Right at the 74,000-year mark, you see a catastrophic plunge. The massive ash cloud blocked out the sun, triggering a global volcanic winter that dropped temperatures across the planet by roughly 10 degrees Fahrenheit. Plant life quickly died off, and almost every large animal species on Earth experienced a severe population crash. Early humans were no exception. Our numbers plummeted, leaving only a few isolated groups to scrape by in a frozen, toxic environment. We survived the ultimate environmental stress test, but barely. Our ancestors were opportunistic scavengers, hanging by a genetic thread, a long way from dominating the globe. The climate tested us again around 26,000 years ago. During the last glacial maximum, massive ice sheets, some 2 miles thick, aggressively overtook previously habitable land across the northern hemisphere. As a species, our biological response to this deep freeze was slow. Over thousands of years, our overall body mass and bone density actually decreased compared to our heavily built ancestors. But humans found another way to stay warm and fed. We built better tools. This collection of ancient carved bone includes delicate needles used for stitching tailored, insulated clothing and barbed harpoons designed to hunt whatever scarce prey remained. We stopped waiting for our biology to catch up. Technological adaptation became our primary survival mechanism, completely outpacing our physical evolution and allowing us to thrive where we should have frozen to death. Armed with these new weapons and survival strategies, humans spread outward. Curiously, right around the time our ancestors arrived on new continents, massive animals like school bus-sized ground sloths and giant cave lions started vanishing. Scientists call this the overkill hypothesis. Small, highly coordinated groups of armed human hunters targeted these large, naive animals, collapsing entire food webs in a matter of centuries. Looking at this line graph tracking global vertebrate populations, you can see how that localized hunting eventually scaled up. Since 1970, wildlife populations have plummeted by an average of 70%. Industrial agriculture and expansive land use have replaced hunting as the leading cause of biological decline. The scrappy, vulnerable scavengers that barely made it out of the Ice Age are now the single organism causing the planet's 6th mass extinction event. Our impact is so severe that geologists have proposed naming our current epoch the Anthropocene. But to make it official, scientists need a physical, global marker permanently embedded in the Earth's rock layers. One leading candidate is the 1610 Orbis spike. It marks the moment global trade irreversibly connected the old and new worlds, homogenizing Earth's biology as crops, animals, and diseases crossed the oceans. But there's a much more visible artificial marker. This chart tracks global atmospheric carbon-14, showing an immense radioactive spike peaking in 1964 from mid-century nuclear weapons testing. This sudden dip tracks the 1963 Partial Test Ban Treaty, a rare instance where a global agreement left a measurable signature in the geological record. The stroke of a pen by global leaders etched a permanent radioactive signature into the ice and sediment, creating a line future geologists will be able to read millions of years from now. Whether we choose 1610 or 1964, the rock strata tell the exact same story. Humanity is now the dominant physical force shaping the Earth system. The technological momentum that built the Anthropocene isn't slowing down. Experts forecast that by 2026, the adoption of new, highly advanced infrastructure will reach an exponential phase. We are moving past AI that simply answers questions to AI that takes physical action. Humanoid robots and autonomous software agents are moving out of laboratories and directly into factories and hospitals to permanently handle human labor. Entire urban grids will be redesigned. As self-driving vehicles become the standard, cities will decentralize and reorganize around autonomous mobility rather than human drivers. By artificially scaling our own intelligence, we have shifted from adapting to the natural world to actively redesigning it to suit our needs. For centuries, the Darwinian view framed humans as just another passive branch on the tree of life, shaped entirely by our environment. But the power we wield today is uniquely reflexive. We are the only force of nature capable of looking at our impact and consciously deciding to deploy it, modify it, or withdraw it. Sobering tone. 70,000 years ago, our ancestors barely survived the planet's wrath. Today, the planet has to survive ours. The stubborn drive and radical technological innovation that pulled us through the Ice Age got us into this mess. Now it is the only tool we have left to write a sustainable ending for our home.